Welcome to Divine World Order, where we vibe higher. Slavinci. In this video, I want to speak about the law of detachment, all right? Attachment and love. I just want to speak on this for a minute. Now, we've been programmed to what, we believe is love and things like that from a young age. And, we run with it. And it creates the reality that we live in, as adults. And what I mean by that is, for one, the music that we grew up on and listening to, it is basically like spell casting. People don't really understand the industry and just energy and things like that. So they don't really understand and comprehend. But I'll try to break it down to where we can understand how we've been taking these codependency traits, in our relationships. Now, just think of the songs that we were raised up off of, our parents. I can't live without you. I'ma die without you. I can't sleep without you. I can't eat. I can't breathe. All of these songs being programmed in our mind as love, but really it's just attachment. Anytime someone wants to leave you, and you want to harm them or you want to harm yourself, that's not love. That's attachment. And some people play with that and say like, oh, damn, he climbing through your window. Oh, he must love you. Oh, he popped your tires. Damn, or damn, you know what I'm saying? She love you. She fucking snooping around on your page and, shit like that. And we may even validate it saying, oh, damn, you must be putting it on him, or damn, you can't be giving her all the D. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we even validate it to enable these things. And, this is something that I had to pay attention to, to get away from the conditioning. But this is all attachment. It's not love, because love and attachment, is two different spectrums. You know what I mean? Attachment is being attached to a certain circumstance, being attached to some type of routine or something, some ritual or some idea or something like that. Love is understanding all ideas, all spectrums, all situations. That's love. So just the fact that, like I said, when you split with someone, of course, okay, if it's workable to where both parties are, but if one party don't want to be in a relationship, we should have that respect. You know what I mean? Like, we should have that respect. And that's why it's hard to see relationships that end on good notes, where people are respecting each other's choices. Like, why every time somebody gets in a relationship and when they end the relationship, they're fucking enemies now? Like, they got to do better than that situation or that person, or, like, why does that have to come with that? Like, why does it have to automatically be an enemy? Why can't we just agree to disagree? Like, you know what? Hey, I'm happy for you, for expressing yourself how you truly feel. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, I appreciate the experience. I appreciate even meeting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything must end, so I'm just attached to, you know what I mean? Like, that's where the attachment hurts at, by how attached you are when something ends. That's where the pain comes in at. And, I even, joke with a friend of mine, homegirl of mine, where I'm just like, shit, and how things are looking like shit, in this day and age, it's best to just be the friend, because that's the person, that doesn't hold any, it's not any guilt aimed at this person, jealousy aimed at that person. And this person ultimately lasts through all of the different stages, the different marriages some people may go through and all of that. And their friend will be there through all those boyfriends, all of those flings, people you mad at and don't talk to. Their friend always be there, cordial. So it's like, when things get too serious, it literally kills the relationship. But the key is to maintain your independence in a relationship. You know what I mean? It don't mean that you two are one. Like, yeah, you two are coming together to create something bigger. But no, you two have your own individuality. And that's what a lot of these songs and movies and things like that portray that, you have to lose yourself in someone. And that's where the pain comes in at, because why would I want to be with someone, like, and it hurts when they're not there no more? Like, what? I mean, and I can't be myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not love. So just understanding that, and just knowing that, everything has an ending. So it just depends on how attached you are, the pain level that you're going to experience. But yeah, all of these movies and things are geared towards losing yourself. And that's how you see that these relationships aren't going to work from the start, because they're just roles. A lot of people are just playing a role of so-and-so's girlfriend or so-and-so's husband. They're just playing roles. And how do you know you're playing a role? Because when they end this relationship, they don't even know who they are. Like, how many times people get out of a relationship and now they lost? It's like they don't even know who they are. Like, that right there shows you were playing a role. It should never come to a point when somebody leaves your life and you don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's codependency. Like, what's the purpose of you having a life if you're already dead when they go in the grave, in the ground? So, just understanding limits and things like that, expectations, like, even with the marriage and things like that, people put expectations, on their feelings. Like, they're putting the expectation on their feeling, how they're going to feel in 5 years, putting the expectation on how they're going to feel 20 years down the line. Nobody knows how you're going to feel. You don't even know how you're going to feel about this damn job you got. You don't know how you're going to feel about this car you just got in 5 years. You don't know how you're going to feel about parenting in 2 years when it's your first child. You don't know. So that's kind of artificial. It's kind of fake. And it's kind of forced when you're actually trying to plan out a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as some marriages, So just something to think about. That's why, the best way is to just really just take things day by day. If somebody is for you, or if two people are constantly just elevating on the path towards growth, they will know what's for them. So in that sense, they'll be around each other, or it'll manifest to where, they can experience that life together. But all in all, everything has an ending, and you can't hate it when it goes, if you were happy when you had that experience. Everything has opposites to it. So it's just something to think about, because it's a lot of pressure with these relationships. A lot of people are just really just, playing a role. And a lot of people are hiding their insecurities in these relationships. Things that they don't want to face themselves, or certain qualities they don't feel they have themselves. They seek these partners out to where they can project this, outward representation of what they lack. So it just comes down to, like I said, having independence. The music industry, it's money being made by these songs. Like, a lot of this stuff is not even realistic. Not saying we don't experience these things, but our perception is the fault, why we experience things the way we experience them. So, that's why certain songs, or I don't listen to love songs and shit like that, but I just see it in a certain way. I see it as loving myself. Like, when I hear love songs, I think of myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not another person that comes in mind, like, because that person, that slot changes, that seat changes. But as long as I'm rooted within me, loving me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter who come and go. You know what I'm saying? So, just looking at it like that, and just understanding, like, you have to know who you are, and when you're with someone else. You can't continue to lose yourself, because even the situations that we put ourselves in, like somebody that don't respect us. Like a lot of the times you can see how people's lifestyles are, and you can see that they clearly don't even have respect for themselves. So what more can you expect? What are you expecting from somebody that doesn't respect themselves? Like what, like honestly, like come on now. Like what are you expecting? Like from a person that don't love themselves? If they don't love them, like you complaining they don't love you or they're not loving you properly, if they don't even know how to love themselves, like come on now. What do you expect from them? Why do you keep putting yourself in that situation? So I know that respecting myself is respecting this other person. Loving myself is loving that other person. I respect myself way too much to let this person disrespect me or, you know, treat me like this. I respect myself way too much. Not, I don't care, you don't respect me, but I love you and that's true love. Come on now. This person don't love themselves. You gotta love yourself. Loving yourself is loving others. And the quality of love that you have for yourself will be the only thing that you can give to someone else. So give people that space. That's why I realized, like, man, they can't even love themselves. I need to fall back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to get mad at them or keep going down this path and complaining about it. I need to quit being so much worried about me and realize the person don't love themselves. They can't love anybody else. So I need to get on their space. And it's not much that I can expect from them. I need to be more realistic. If anything, it's the attachment that gives us that pain. We want this person to act right or be this certain way. And just me now dealing with relationships, like I'm at the point where nobody can make me feel as good as I make myself feel. You know, people can compliment me, but nobody can actually give me the feeling that I actually have when I'm by myself, or you know what I'm saying? Like just being me, like with no validation. Nobody can give me that feeling. Like, so nobody can take that from me. So, you know, why can't we promote relationships where people leave the way they came? Why do I have to feel like I lost something or you lost something if we don't stay together? Like, you know what I mean? Even when you breaking up with people, oh man, y'all need to stay together. Oh, they just said they was getting beat and getting cussed out. You should be happy for that friend that they leaving. Why are you sad? We need to start congratulating these people. Maybe people will start leaving fucked up situations more. Like, I'm happy you left that shit. I don't care how long y'all was married. You ain't happy. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and people even want you to make them happy. Like, that's a job. Can't nobody make you happy. So that's why I say, like, nobody can make me feel how I make myself feel. So that makes it kind of hard for certain chicks, but it makes it easier for me to weed it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I love myself, like, and I do things for myself, like I buy myself, I done sent myself flowers, you know what I'm saying? Took myself out to eat, took myself to the movies. I buy myself things. I praise myself, you know what I mean? Compliment myself, tell myself I love myself, you know, instead of waiting for somebody else to tell me. You ain't told yourself ever you love yourself, but you mad this person ain't telling you no more, or the way they saying it. So it just makes it easy because they have to, if somebody has to, I want the person that I'm connecting with to feel that same way too. Like where they don't need nothing from me. Like the way they make themselves feel, I can't make them feel that way. I can compliment it though. And we leave the same way we came. So the only way that someone can really, you know, impress me is loving themselves, because I know that's what not everyone is doing. Everybody ain't loving themselves. So that's what I look for in a female. Is she loving herself? You don't have to try to love me. You know what I'm saying? I love myself enough. You don't have to love me. You know what I mean? So it just makes it hard when they trying to do certain things, because some people will sweep you off your feet, taking you to dinner, buying you shit, you know what I'm saying, because you don't do that shit for yourself, so it's foreign to you. So if nobody ever did that to you, for you, then they got you, you know what I'm saying, and then you that person didn't do that, so now you get in a relationship with another person, they doing stuff that the other person didn't do and that you ain't doing. So there you go, swept off your feet again, and you keep learning these lessons of why you need to be standing up for yourself and understanding who you are. Like, you lose your independence in these relationships. I want you to watch this show with me or this movie. Well, I don't like watching that show. Like, and we need to understand that. Like, dang, why you don't want to watch? Oh, then you get somebody else to watch it with you. No, do things on your own. That makes you your own individual. That's where you get lost when you leave the situation, because you've been watching all this shit that they want you to watch, doing all this shit they want you to do. How do you know you like going to the movies if you've never been by yourself? So that's why I just take it in consideration to just love myself. And, it just raises the caliber of people that I attract. You know what I mean? It just raises the vibration up. Because can't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody just sweep me off my feet or get me out of who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm firm and complete, standing whole in who I am. Like, so it makes it easier, chick trying to just give me sex or, like, I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good on that. Like, if that's all you got to offer, everybody can offer that. Like, you trying to buy me shit, like I said, like taking me out or doing shit that I ain't doing for myself. Oh, this person, this is my better half. That all this toxic stuff, like my better half. Everybody has an expiration date, so your better half, when your better half leave, then what? You'll never be right again. So, just gotta let go of the attachment, man. Like, it's the attachment that kills us. But it's just about seeing things from a higher awareness and not how you want to see it, because that's where the pain comes in. That you see things just the way you want to see them. So you live in that reality. But just wanted to speak on this real quick. Law of detachment, and one more thing I want to say too, just as far as with the detachment, just as far as on all relationships, like I said, the level that you're attached is the hurt, like a child, somebody losing a child, like, but it's nothing you can do about losing that child. But your attachment, how attached you were, is gonna be the level of the hurt or the pain you experience. You know what I mean? And all of that's fine and normal, but it just comes to, like, the healing comes from detaching. You know what I'm saying? Accepting things as they are. Like, that's where the healing finally comes in. Like, it's gonna forever change this person, but when you detach, it's like you let things play out. You know what I'm saying? And accepting reality. You know what I mean? So that can be on all levels. We attach to clothes, cars, whatever we attach to. At any given moment, it could leave us, and that the level of our attachment is the pain we experience. So people and people say, "Oh, I love you, and I'll never love again." This, that, and the third. It'd be hurt or whatnot, but eventually they end up getting married again. People done got married 2-3 times, or you know what I mean, or just multiple relationships after the fact. Not to say it like it replaces that, but I'm just saying it's really the detachment that helps you move forward. You know what I mean? Understanding it in a healthy way. I just try to look at things in a healthy manner, to where it's not killing me and it's not hurting me. Whether it's somebody leaving me, some material possession leaving me, I just look at it in a higher light, because everything changes. You know what I'm saying? Everything changes. So we have to go with change. You know what I mean? Or if you don't, then that's where the suffering comes in at people that don't want to change, stuck to ideas and things like that. That's where the suffering comes in, by not being able to detach from other people's opinions and things like that. You got to detach from that. Let people live in their truth, live in their own mind. You know, and you should be okay with that. You know. So I'm out. Just a little something on detachment, you know what I mean, and attachment and love. So a lot of people can look at their relationships with their material possessions and the people that's in their environment. Like, are you really loving or are you attached? Fully love is when there's no attachment. I'm not giving you my love based off some type of thing I'm attached to. I'm fully giving my love. A lot of people can't fully give them their love because they're attached. If you not with me, then I can't love you. Like, that's not fully, like, love is, even if you ain't with me, of course I want you to be happy. Like, I'm happy that you happy. Like, attachment is, I don't want you with nobody. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that nigga. Fuck your kids. All that extra. That's attachment. You're trying to fuck with them on a certain circumstance. That's conditional. And detachment and love is unconditional. So I'm out. Something to think about though. Oh yeah. Can't save everybody.